Hello there, I'm Yvonne DeSellis saying hi, and I'm redoing a video I did the other day, but I'm also adding some exercises to it. This is ways to let go of stress and anger and any sort of negative feelings you might have. I'm actually going to show a few different exercises. I'm going to show 2 different ways of releasing the anger. One involves putting something you visualize into your hands and swooping and putting them overhead, but the other one involves pretending you're putting things into a bag and bringing your hands up overhead. I will get to those later. I did want to just show you 2 really quick things you can do to release anger and or stress. If you're, say, at a family gathering and there's someone there who you just really are so irritated with, but you don't know what to do, this is a very easy and quick thing you can do without getting in trouble and without letting anyone know that you're mad. This also works wonders if you are a white-knuckle patient, pardon the air quotes, but I am. When I go to the dentist, I can't stand it, and I grip onto those handrails so tight that by the time the appointment is over, my hands are killing me. I found this to be extremely effective, and it also doesn't matter if you use your left hand or your right hand, whichever hand you want to use, it's up to you. I always do. I know it looks opposite, but this is my right hand. You make kind of like a duck bill with your hand, thumb underneath the index to pinky, make a little bill, and then grab the edge with your other hand and pulse it, squeeze. And the reason you want to only hold the very tips of your finger is because if you're really freaked out or really angry, you can hurt yourself if you go back further. So you want to just do the very tips and pulse squeeze. When I'm at the dentist, I find doing this to be very, very helpful. If you do this with this conglomeration, right hand and left hand, and it doesn't work, just try it the other way around. You can also do both if both feels comfortable. So right now this is my left hand and this is my right, but this today feels more natural to me than the other way around, which is unusual. So I say use whatever feels right. That's the first really quick one. Another really quick way to let go of an odd feeling or a stressed out feeling or even madness is to use Vulcan hands or Spock hands, by which I mean you put your index and middle finger together on one side, ring finger and pinky on the other, and thumb out with both hands. And you want to put your ears in the centers on both sides. And I mean, put your hands on either side, underneath your ear, both sides. I believe it was Tanya and Dondi Dallin who said you can also put your thumb on your neck. I don't. I leave my thumb up when I do this because I think you can also accidentally press on your carotid artery with your thumbs. I don't really use my thumbs. I just hold the hands underneath the ears. And if you're doing this right now, let's just take a couple of in and out breaths together. Ideal breathing for energy healing is in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you can't do that, the most important thing is when you breathe in, do it deliberately, slowly, and keep your tongue at the roof of your mouth under your top row of teeth. There's a little divot there. So let's just take one or two in and out breaths in and out. I personally prefer to make a whooshing sound, but if you want to make a noise when you're doing this, it's totally up to you. Just do what feels right to you. So let's just do one more in and out. In and out. And as promised, the last 2 exercises I'm going to show you, I'm going to actually step back there to do it, so I hope I'm coming through audible enough. I really do. I have a new microphone and it seems to work, but if I get far enough away from it, it's very hard to hear me. So I really hope you can hear me. Once again, I hope I'm audible. I turned the volume up on this, so I'm hoping this is recording properly. But when I go back there, you may not be able to hear me. I will close caption this video as soon as YouTube allows me to do so. Like I said, I'm going to walk back there so you can see both exercises in full. These are the how to release anger. And by the way, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I wish I could make whatever is making you upset or angry go away or lessen, but let's face it, if I could do that, I'd probably be a millionaire. And that has not happened yet. I'm hoping it will, but I'm going to get up and get out of the way so I can show you these 2 last exercises. So bear with me for 1 moment as I step away. Get this out of the way. So the very first one is you just want to put your fingers together like this. You can either do this or you can put one hand over the other. Put it right across from your belly button. Sorry that my face is getting cut off here, but it will come back when I lower myself. Bring it down in front of you. I usually pretend I'm holding, like, say, a garbage bag. Pretend you've got a bag in your arms right around here, this big circle, and breathe in as you go up and go from side to side. And as you're breathing in, slowly raise your arms up, and what you're doing is visualizing that you're putting these things. I'm going to sit a little bit so that you can see me all the way through. I'm going to sit now. You're going to keep going side to side, and as you're doing that, envision all the things that are getting to you, all the things that are upsetting you, making you angry, making you stressed, etc., and dump them in the bag, and just keep going all the way up until you're at the very top of your head. And when you're ready, and make sure you don't do this towards any living being, but when you're ready, you're going to do a whoosh out breath and slam down and let go. And when you're done, shake your hands out, rub them together, and shake them out some more. That's a very effective way of getting rid of any sort of negativity you've accidentally picked up on. I don't think I'm going to stand for this last one, but this last one you can either have your arms straight out or you can bent. But what you want to do is visualize what's making you angry and put it in your hands. Shrink it down, put it in your hands, and when you're ready, make fists over whatever's getting you angry. And take my advice, don't have your fingernails going in towards your hand, because you can cut yourself if you do that. Either do it this way so that the fingernails are outside, or curl them underneath so that they're like flush against your fingers instead of going straight in toward your skin. I don't want you to hurt yourself, so make fists over what's making you angry. Breathe in and swoop your arms out to the sides and then overhead. So, and then when you're ready, again on the out breath, and you're going to just picture you're throwing down whatever you want. You can either do it quickly or slowly. So you're going to throw down, and then as you get down to the very bottom, let go. Shake your hands out, rub your hands together, shake them out again. And as promised, some people prefer the slow pull down method. I like the throwing it, frankly, but if you want the slow method, same thing as you put it in your hands, swoop overhead, and then at this point you're just going to slowly and then let go. Shake the hands out, rub them together, shake them out some more. And that's the 2 exercises. I really do hope that was helpful. As always, I really hope you don't need those exercises. I hope you don't need this. But if you do, and if it helps, and I really do hope it helps you, please let me know in the comments down below, or share it with someone else you think it might help. I will be back in about a week, but I kept promising that I was going to redo this video. I will check it and make sure I am audible. I'm really hoping I am, and I'll close caption this video as soon as YouTube allows me to do so. So as always, thank you so much for your time. If you're new here, I really hope you'll be back. And if you're not, if you're someone who's come here before, then I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You allowed me to monetize my channel, and I really, really appreciate you for that. One last thing, one thing I find is helpful too is to buzz the K27 points, which you can get to by tracing your collarbone from the back. Go to the front where the 2 points almost meet, and then just drop your fingers down about an inch. You'll find 2 little divots here, 2 little soft spots. I find doing a massage, a vigorous massage, or tapping can sometimes help me. And also going from the shoulder to the hip. I'll stand for this one. You want to go from your shoulder, drag down to the hip, shake it out. Go to the other shoulder, drag down to the hip, shake it out. Those are other energy healing exercises you can do to try to make yourself feel a little bit better. So again, I'm going to stop now, but I really do hope those exercises were helpful for you. If you like one more than the other, leave down below which ones you prefer. And as always, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch these, and I hope these help you. Peace and light. Namaste. I'm sending energy healing your way right now. Cheers, and thanks again. Bye-bye.